Alright, today I'm going to be making a tier list of this collection of rap albums that I found on Tiermaker. Uh, I have listened to most of these. If I haven't listened to it, I'll just skip over it. Um, let's get right into it. Starting with Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Definitely not his best album. I think it's a little overrated, but I mean, it's still an amazing album. The fact you can listen to, forwards and backwards, all that shit. I mean, it's Kendrick, so he spits, obviously. Um, Without Warning, this is an amazing album. I think it is not only 21 Savage's best work, I think it's Offset's best work, and I mean, it's maybe not Metro's best work, but it's very good. All right, RTJ4. This is my favorite Run of the Jewels album, and I think I'm gonna put them amazing too. Just you got songs like Walking in the Snow, Yankee and the Brave. You know, LP and Killer Mike are one of my favorite duos in hip hop, I'd say. And I think RTJ4 is the apex of their musicality, I'd say. Uh, Going into a whole lot of red by Playboy Cardi. I'm gonna piss off a lot of Cardi fans right here. I think it's got some great songs. And it was like weirdly super influential for like the fucking Rage Vamp scene. Uh, um, I'll put it good. I'll put it good. A lot of people like to say that it's like the most revolutionary album of all time, but that's just not true. That is just not true. Um, what is this? Eternal Take. I'll put it mid. I don't really have much to say about it. It's got some good songs, but it's mid. Um, okay. So Tour Life, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, it's a great album. Nah, it's a good album. Nah, it's a great album. Nah, nah. I'm gonna put it good. I'm gonna put it good, and that's no hate to Lil Uzi Vert or anything. I just don't think it's. I don't think it has his best songs on it. I think, 20 Min, great song. I think XR Tour Life is actually like aged pretty awfully, and I think it was overplayed then, and it's still like miraculously overplayed now. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, I don't like that song, but the album's good, so I'll give it that. Culture One. This is a great album. Triple Flow. Uh, it's the Migos' best album by far. Uh, it's got like fucking Bad and Bougie, which fucking skyrocketed back in the day. That was a great song back then and still now, I think. A few overrated songs, but it's got a lot of heat, so I'll give it good. This Trippie Red album. I don't like Trippie Red. I think he's bad, so we're putting him bad. Uh, I don't need to explain myself. But I will. Illmatic is the greatest hip hop album ever created, factually. It's not my favorite, may not be your favorite. It is the greatest hip hop album factually. It was like, as he said, from the fucking dungeons of rap. It's got every song on Illmatic is a classic. It's at the standard for so many rappers. He has such intense flow. His lyricism is unmatched even today. I don't have anything else to say. Illmatic by now is so fucking good. Circles by Mac Miller. I was never a huge Mac Miller head, but like it's hard to not say that this is a great album. And like I could even put it amazing, but it's just like not on the level of those ones. Just like as a personal opinion, but like Circles is so fucking good. And it's such an emotional album. Uh, so I mean, yeah, it's going great. Music to be Murdered by. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from the Eminem fans. A lot of people say that Eminem's the GOAT. He is very good, especially back early 2000s when he was in his prime. His lyricism was pretty unmatched for a while there. That being said, this is a mid album. I think Godzilla is boring. I think Like, I love Juice WRLD, but I think that Juice WRLD feature is like pretty bad, all things considered. I just I think the production's lazy. I think it's a mid album. I don't know that one. Hold on, I gotta add another row. I gotta haven't listened. Yeah, we'll put that there. RTJ 3. It's a great album. Legend has it. Great song. I still go back to this album a lot. Not as good as RTJ 4, as I've said, but it's good. I don't know that one. If I'm not mistaken, this is Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, Pop Smoke. Definitely not the best Pop Smoke project, like a lot of people say it is, but it's good. Don't know that one. Legends Never Die. This is interesting. As a Juice WRLD fan, I was very happy that this album came out, but at the same time, like, I don't like posthumous records that much to begin with. That being said, it's a good album. It's got, I think it's so much better than Fighting Demons. Fighting Demons is pretty bad. This one actually's got some really good material. It's got some good production. It was put together nicely, and I think it was a really good send off for Juice WRLD. Rest in peace. Love Juice WRLD. Yeah, it's a good album. Yeah, it's got nothing on Death Race for Love or Goodbye Good Riddance, which we will get to later. So yeah, good album. King's Disease. This is a great album because Nas was like in a really weird spot where people like weren't quite sure if he was still, on top of things or whatever. Uh, no free advertising on my channel. But he really came out swinging with uh this trilogy, King's Disease. I think 27 Summers, King's Disease, the title track, all great songs. So yeah, perfectly deserving of great. Him and Hit Boy go off. SM2. Ah, it's like good and a half. I'll put it great because it's definitely better than all these. Uh, I don't think it's better than some of these. Oh yeah, I think it's better than Culture for sure. I don't care what the order is, but yeah, it's a great album. The Savage Metro fusion goes absolutely nuts. You got songs like Runnin'. You got songs like Many Men. Glock on My Lap, I think is a little overrated, but it's still a good song with a really good production. The production is so good on this album. Perfectly deserving of great. Section 80. Section 80, I love this album, but I see its flaws. That being said, it's still a great album. You've got songs like Rigor Mortis, Fuck Your Ethnicity, Tammy Song. I mean, like, it is. You got Reagan Era, ADHD, Little Overplayed, still a great song. High Power, you guys get the idea. Great album. Take it. Um, it's got a good song, but I mean, let's be real here. It's a bad album. Well, maybe it's mid. Maybe I'm being too harsh. It's like bad and a half, I'd say. But we'll put it mid out of respect for TK. Haven't listened to that one. Flower Boy. Now, I will admit, I'm not the hugest Tyler the Creator fan, but even listening to this, I have to admit it's a good album. Oh, we got this Freddie Gibbs one. Um, this is weird. I It's such a popular album among like hip hop listeners. I honestly haven't gone too deep into it, but I mean, it's hard to say that it's not good. Finally Rich. This one's tricky. Uh, it is one of the most revolutionary hip hop albums in recent years. and it's got some great songs. Obviously, Love Sosa, an anthem. Don't Like, Hate Being Sober, an anthem. 50 Cent's Last Good Verse. uh, ah, we'll put it amazing. We'll put it, well, it's like great and a half, but it's leaning over into amazing. It's just so influential. It's got some bops on there. I think it's better than all these. We'll leave it at that. Forest Hills Drive, that's a great album. Um, uh, for J. Cole albums, I'm not much of a J. Cole albumer. I'm a J. Cole songer, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole has great songs. I don't think that all of his albums really incorporate every good song well. I think there's a lot of mid tracks and a lot of albums, but 2014 Forest Hills Drive is a great album, I would say. It's an album that got me into J. Cole. It's got, no role models. I think that Firing Squad is a great song. Hello is one that's overhated and underrated, absolutely. So perfectly deserving of a great. Oh, we have a long way to go. Um, that's a horrible album. I don't need to explain myself. This Cardi track, it's better than a whole lot of Red. So, but it's still good. I can't go great with it. Logic, bad. Goated album right there. Good Kid, Mad City. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Every song is an absolute banger. I think it's Kendrick's best album. T-Pab fans may be mad. I still think T-Pab is a great album. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, come on. This X tape is good. I don't have much else to say about it. It's good. Alright, what we got is this. Yeah, Blueprint. Or does it take over? I forgot the name. I've listened to it. It's a great album. That's all I have to say there. Logic is bad. This is a mid album. It's got some good songs, but it's mid. This is a bad album. It's got bad songs, so it's bad. Meet the Woo, Pop Smoke. This is a good album. It did really good for the New York drill scene, I'll say that. Another good album. All the Cardi albums are good. Whole Lotta Red is the least good, though, I think. Sorry, haters. Alright. Plug your ears if you're a Drake dick rider. Mid. Nice for what's a banger. Everything else, mid. Some rap songs. It's a good album. Alright, here we fucking go. Marshall Mathers LP. This is an amazing album. Hard to argue with that. It's an amazing album. I have nothing else to say. It's an amazing album. Yeah, it's an amazing album. This KOD, that's a good album. Goodbye, Good Riddance. Personally, for me, it's a great album. What the fuck? Anyway. Jeffrey by Young Thug. Hashtag free Young Thug. This is a good album. Jesus is King. It's pretty mid. Though I will say that the Dr. Dre version is actually like pretty solid. I'd give that one good. But the first version sounded a little unfinished. Close on Sunday is like actually not a very good song. So that's what I'll say. This is my favorite Juice WRLD album right here. I put it above Goodbye Good Riddance. A lot of people disagree. I don't know why this is on here twice. We're just gonna put that there. But yeah, Death Race for Love is my favorite Juice WRLD album. You've got songs like Who Shot Cupid. You've got songs like Robbery. You've got songs like Bee's Knees. I mean, it's got a lot of filler, admittedly, and it's a kind of a bloated album, but it has by far my favorite Juice WRLD songs. Um, Flaws and Sins. I mean, come on, I can go on. Yay. It's a little underrated, I'd say, but it's still a good album. KSG, it's a goated album. I mean, it's small, concise, like what 30-minute listen. Every single song is a banger, ending with Cuddy montages. One of my favorite Kanye West songs, Kid Cudi songs in general, perfectly deserving of goated. That was that shitty ass one. That's a horrible album. Sorry. I think Swing is a good album. Sorry, I know I'm not a huge Mac Miller fan, which is why it goes there. A Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's hard to not call this an amazing album. It's an amazing album. Genre defining for Kanye West. Really got him out of whatever the fuck he was doing back in 2010. It's got a lot of bangers. Runaway, my favorite Kanye West song ever. Don't need to say anything else. Culture 2 is mid. It's got some good songs. Stir Fry. Stir Fry. I can't think of any other good songs on it. For that reason, it's mid. Oh, Daytona. It's a good album. Nothing much to say. Roddy Ricch. I think the album's good. I actually really like the box. I get made fun of a lot for that. I really like the box. Especially like when he's performing it at a concert. That's hype. Anyway, Yeezus. I can't put it above good. Like, a lot of people think it's Kanye West's best album. They are absolutely outside of their mind for that take. Like, that is actually wild that they would fathom that. That's all I have to say about that. Nothing was the same. I'm a Drake hater, but it's hard to argue with it being at least a good album. What the fuck? The Eminem 2? What is this? Marshall Mathers 2? Slim Shady 2? One of the twos. It's mid. Acid Rap. It's a good album. Chance the Rapper's only good album. Sorry, guys. RTJ 2. I'll put this one good. This is the. I haven't listened to that one actually. I've listened to it once, but I can't remember it very well. Oh, here we go. At long last, ASAP. It's a great album. I was listening to it just the other day. Actually, I might even put it amazing. I'm putting it amazing. I was listening just the other day. It's a great album. Amazing album. No question about it. I will stand by this. Features mid, but DS2's good. T-Bab, goated album. I don't need to explain myself, but I will. It's got some of the best storytelling of an album ever. It's got some of the best messaging. It's got timeless songs. The production is stellar. And the poem from Tupac is just awesome at the end. This is too late. This is Drake's second best album. So I'm putting it in good. I'm not seeing Take Care on this list, which is a real bummer, because that one might actually make it to great. That's actually a good album. Rodeo. Great. Coloring Book. Actually, I haven't listened to that one. For Your Eyes Only. I'll I'll put it at the bottom of great. I mean, it's like one of J. Cole's. It's J. Cole's second best album, I'd say, other than Friday Night Lights, which is not on Spotify, which is a bummer. Life of Pablo. I think it's good. I think it's overrated. Unwritten Unmastered. Obviously good. It gets a lot of hate for being unwritten and unmastered, or untitled and unmastered. It gets a lot of hate for being unmastered. But I think that's like the beauty of it, I guess, if that makes sense. So I'll go with that. Birds in the Trap. It's pretty mid. I think Goosebumps is actually a mid song. I get a lot of hate for that. Goosebumps is a mid song. We're putting all these duplicates down here. I haven't listened to that one. Taboo is Denzel Curry's best album. Well, it's tied for his best album with Melt My Eyes. So I'll put it there. Horrible. Good. Igor's a tricky one. I mean, I know it's a good album, so I'll put it there. I don't like it very much. I don't like listen to it very much. Um, but it's hard to argue that it's not good. World on Drugs. I'm surprised this is on this list. It's a bad album. I'm sorry, Juice World. I don't need to say much more. I mean, it's a bad album. Mostly because of Future, not Juice World. So much fun. It's good. I do like a lot of songs, mostly on the deluxe though. Doomsday. Great album. I don't need to explain myself. 1999. Amazing album. I'm actually putting up Doomsday up to amazing. Sorry, MF Doom haters, of which there are a few. This is the best Doom project, so it gets to go up here too. Oh, Man on the Moon. This goes at the top of great. Same with While We're Here, Man on the Moon 2. Those are Kid Cudi's best albums, other than Kids See Ghosts. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll put it like that. Man on the Moon 2 is better than Man on the Moon 1. Just saying. Sorry. This album's overrated. I don't see why it's the most streamed rap album of all time, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't see why every song has over 1 billion streams. It is not that good. It's good, so I'll put it there. It is not that good. It is not so revolutionary like people think it is. It's a mid album. That is Trippie Redd's best album, so we'll put it mid. And oh, the goat. This is Polo G. It's pretty mid. This is X's best album, so put it above the question mark. Ski Mask. This is mid. College Dropout. Amazing. I don't need to explain myself. It's Kanye West's first album, an amazing album, obviously. That's that. I think all these, I think the whole Education trilogy gets to go in amazing. Goated, I struggle with that. Well, actually, if I'm putting here, I could put Graduation up there. And I want to put Late Reg up there, but it's got some flaws, low-key. So we'll put Graduation up at Goated. I think one of them has to be. Food. That goes amazing. Pretty easily. All right. So that is that's it. This is the list. Comment, let me know what you think. Unless you are a Drake fan, then you could not comment because your opinion is automatically bad. I mean, like how is he #1 for so long? His music is not that good. How do people call Scorpion one of the best albums of all time when it is so long, so filler? How did 3 of those songs go #1? I don't understand. I have it on the same level as Baby on Baby. Just saying. Alright, that's enough out of me. Sayo.